What's up, comic fans, and it's time to preview the comics coming out January 10th of 2024. That's right, we're in the year 2024. So we're going to preview the books. We got spec books, we got spotlight books. We're going to go over some books that were FOC before this week, and we'll get into the rest of the books coming out this week, right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. All right, welcome to a new year of comics. This is actually the second week of comics, right, this year. So we're gonna get into the books coming out January 10th. All right, some stores will have put out their DC books tomorrow. That's January 9th, all right? But that's just the DC stuff. So let's get into it. If you like comics, you're in the place to be. You know how we do. We're going to start off with the spec books. Here we go. 2 spec books this week. We got Star Wars number 42, The Sith and the Skywalker. Basically, you got a rogue Sith in this book. And I think that's why, that's why this is going to be listed as a spec book. It's first appearance, all right? And to have any chance at survival, he must find a way to train himself in the battle techniques he will soon face. He must find another Sith. All right, so we'll find out sooner or later who this Sith is. I'm sure if I dug a little deeper, probably would have got some more info, but there you go. Now let's get on with number 2 on the spec book list. This is Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. Jonathan Hickman is back, all right, and he's leading up the new Marvel Ultimate Universe, and we're leading off with Spider-Man. And if you've been reading Daredevil, Mark Cicchetto, right, who is working on Daredevil with what's his face? Oh, now I'm gonna forget names. Anyway, let's just say he was working on Daredevil with Chip Zdarsky, and he did some bang up artwork. I mean, it was amazing art. So if you like that, if you like the Daredevil series, check out Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. All right, on the spec list because it's a Spider-Man number 1, Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. If you look here, you'll see a first few appearances. These are all of the Earth 6160. All right, the new Ultimate Universe. There are a ton of covers coming out, so just retailer covers. Here's some incentive covers. Go with the one that you like the most, and these are the regular ones. All right, I'm looking for the Ryan Stegman variant. That's probably going to be the one I grab this week. And let's see, if I go to the new releases tab, previews, not every comic shop does this. I find actually a lot of comic shops don't do this. But if I go here to view all, if I ordered it through my comic shop, it would show up here. So let's see, we're looking for that Ultimate Universe Spider-Man. A lot of Spider-Man books. There's the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Let's see, must be on the U for Ultimate. There it is, Ultimate Spider-Man. And still don't see the Ryan Stegman book. There it is, and it says I ordered it right there. All right, cool. So I should be getting that when it comes out. If your comic shop actually uses Pullbox, it's as easy as going into Pullbox, clicking the book. They get a printout that says you want that book, and then it should end up in your Pullbox. All right, let's get back here. So those are the 2 books, right? We got that Star Wars book, and now we got this Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man book. And here are, like I said, a bunch of first full appearances of people from the 6160 universe. All right, there's also these incentive covers, which are pretty cool. It goes all the way up to the 1 in 500. Who knows, I might try to grab this Mark Cicchetto variant 1 in 10, which is also like sketch concept cover. Pretty cool. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. We spent way too much time on these spec books. There's only 2 of them. Let's hit up some spotlight books. We got Wolverine number 41. Why is this on here? Sabretooth War begins here. The most violent Wolverine story ever told. It says it right there. Right there. Right in the description. Alright, so if you like Wolverine and you like violence, this, look, it says it right on the cover. The most violent Wolverine story ever told. This is a book for you. Alright, moving on to the other spotlight book we have this week. It's Rise of Powers X number 1. Alright, this is going to go all the way back to like Powers of 10, House of X, all that stuff that was started when, you know, the X-Men got Krakoa. It's all going back. Alright, we got Kieran Gillen writing this. He's an excellent writer. So, and R.B. Silva on the art. He's an excellent artist. Ton of covers here. Alright, so we're going to get kind of, I guess, the finale, or we're working on the finale of, you know, how this whole X-Men story is going to wrap up. Alright, let's get into some final order books that were out this week. This is all DC. Alright, so just hit your shop up, ask them to order this. FOC for DC is over, but they can still order these books, right? They'll just have to pull it out of the stock they have, or you know, contact whoever the distributor is, and if they're not sold out, they'll be able to grab you a copy. But your shop should have already ordered these books and should have more than what they need just for pulls. Alright, so first off the bat, we have Batman 428, Robin Lives. This is the second printing, so they already did the first printing, they're doing a second printing of that. Alright, if you missed out on the first one, here's your opportunity to get the second printing. Also, who knows, if there's not a lot of these second printings out there, could be valuable down the line. Alright, next up, we have Robin Lives. This is another second printing. This is the Mike Mignola cover. Alright, just same cover, kind of the original cover. Obviously, they added the Robin Lives to it, and the coloring is all different. Alright, now we got Batman number 142. This is the foil variant for this. Alright, so imagine this in foil. If you're a big Joker fan, that's pretty cool. This is Giuseppe Camiculi doing that. I believe he is also the interior artist on this issue. And then we got Power Girl uncovered number 1. If you are a negative space variant collector and a foil collector, here you go, because this is going to be both. All right, it's going to be a foil and it's going to have negative space on it. All right, let's just mash up everything. All right, give me a negative space foil embossed cover, right, with some acetate on it. Let's go, let's do it. All right, moving on. We got new releases coming out this week, so let's get into it. We got Boom. Here comes the Boom. Ready or Not. All right, there's some Firefly for your Firefly fans. I know there's some Abbott fans out there, and there's Power Rangers Lost Chronicles. We're moving on now. We're at DC Comics. We got Action Comics. I was collecting Action. I probably still will, at least for a little bit. The teams on it are going to switch over, so we'll see how it continues. But so far, so good. Let's see who's on it this week. Does it tell me? It does not tell me. Oh well, wah wah. Let's keep working our way through. There are a ton of Action cover comics for 1061 though, as you see here. So they go all the way up to the 1 in 100 on this site. And let's see. I can actually go back. We can go back here. We can look at the new comics, right? Using League of Comic Geeks. I can go to Action Comics 1061, and this will tell me what I need to know, right? Jason Aaron is now writing Action Comics. We got John Timms as the artist. And then Superman Superstars begins. Jason Aaron writes Superman for the first time, joined by fan favorite artist John Timms. Alright, so that's probably why there's so many variant covers out this week. Alright, that's why I went up all the way up to the 1 in 100. Alright, because we're going to get an Jason Aaron story here. And then, yeah, here you go. Those are the covers that came out this week. All right, let's get back to business with the new releases. Let's go. We got Batman and Robin number 5 out this week. So that's going to keep going on. We got the Batman Beyond number 1. There is sort of a blank variant. It's not all white. As you can see, it's kind of matching the Batman colors of the Indica, or the title, Batman Beyond. Let's go. What else we got? Batman Shadows of the Bat, House of Gotham. That's a trade. That's out. Yeah, Fables is out, 161 of 162. So that's coming to an end. You got Green Lantern number 7. There's an origin story in there of Sinestro's son. I forget his full name. What is it? His full name is Sinson, the son of Sinestro. All right. I am Sinson, Sinestro's son, Sinestro's son. Okay, whatever. Let's go. Let's see. Looney Tunes. If you're a Looney Tune fan, Outsiders is on issue number 3 of 12. Titans Beast World keeps going. If you are reading that, there you go. You got Speed Force number 3 of 6 for you Flash fans, and then Wesley Dodds, The Sandman, issue number 4 of 6. We're at Marvel Comics now. Let's see what's happening with Marvel this week. Avengers number 9 is out. Blade is on issue number 7. It's Captain Marvel. Daredevil Gang War number 2. Giant Size Spider-Man number 1 is out this week. Alright. So I think I saw something about Giant Size Spider-Man. Oh, there's a origin story of Venom and Dylan Brock versus Miles Morales in this. Alright. And there's a reprint of, I think it's Ultimate Spider-Man number 22, or Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 22. Alright, Luke Cage also has his Gang War tie-in this week. Since we're here, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099 number 2 is out. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 15 is out. That is a fun Spider-Man read if you're not reading it. Rise of the Powers of X, or is it Rise of the Powers of 10? Somebody correct me in the comments. All right, if you've heard what it's supposed to be. But there are a lot of different. I like the Rasputin variant. This is one that I might have to cop if it's in the stores. That is a beauty. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. You got Sensational She-Hulk number 4, The Sentry number 2, Spider-Gwen Smash number 2. A lot of new titles from Marvel, right? Star Wars number 42, we talked about that. New Sith in there, kind of a rogue Sith. So let's go. If you just want the Star Wars title, there is just the logo variant, all right? Just says Star Wars on it. Must have been a slow week for artists. Mandalorian's out. Superior Spider-Man gets a second printing, number 1 by Mark Bagley. All right, Thunderbolts number 2 is out. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. We're gonna get that. Look, I don't have to do this, but you know what? I already did it, right? We went through it earlier. I ordered a variant cover. It's just the Ryan Stegman variant. I'm not sure where it falls in the letters. Probably like F or H or something like that. White Widow number 1 gets a second printing by Art Germ. All right, that's a pretty cover. Wolverine number 41 bills itself as the most violent Wolverine story to date. All right, and now we're moving on to Dynamite. And what's out of Dynamite? You got Alice Cooper, all right. Cruella de Vil number 1 for you Disney villain fans out there. You're getting a Cruella de Vil number 1 comic issue. There are a lot of covers from Dynamite, and we're going to end with Jennifer Blood number 2 out of Dynamite. All right, let's check out the rest of the comics and graphic novels coming out this week in the comic world. Let's see if there's anything we missed. What you want to check out for here if you're like looking for books that either you want to start fresh off the bat, or you're looking for something that might be indie and worth something down the line, then you're looking for number ones. So this is Crave number 2 that came out. Didn't hear too much about Crave number 1, but it came out last month, I guess, end of December it came out, or middle of December. So that's a book that you can look for to see if you pull a number 1, read it, see if you like it, continue with Crave, and if you don't like it, just stash it, because you never know. That could be a keeper. You got this Distempered number 1 by Blood Moon Comics. These smaller labels tend to give you shorter runs, so this says 1 of 3. So if you're looking for something that's just short, these are things you might want to check out, as you only have to read 1, maybe 5 issues on some of these shorter series. Let's see, what else do we got coming out? If you like Jeff Lemire, there's Fish Flies. And Earth Divers is an interesting story. Alright. If you're looking for books with certain covers, you have Xenoscope. That's out there. Also, if you like Xenoscope, you can also look at Dynamite. Let's see. You got King Spawn number 29. If you're a Spawn fan, the fact that King Spawn is at issue number 29 is mind-boggling, because I don't remember it coming out that long ago. I mean, I maybe give it 2 years, but 29 issues, it's like 2.5 years almost, right? If you're looking for like a one-shot making fun of Godzilla, there's Notzilla. So, a parody. Parodies are oftentimes fun. Alright, we're gonna keep going. There's Quick Stops 2, number 2. That's a Kevin Smith book. Rebel Moon is out, number 1. That's out of Titan Comics. Alright, there's a lot of Rebel Moon number 1 covers, by the way. And we're almost to the end. There's some Star Trek for you Star Trek fans, right? Who doesn't love a little Star Trek? And we're almost there. There's some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. Alright, so comic fans, I thank you for joining me. If you've been here this long, I appreciate it. Here is Transformers number 4, right? This is out of Image Comics. Transformers has been a really bang up series, really cool. Check that out if you get a chance, especially if you're a Transformers fan. You got to see some of the wacky stuff they've done with that series. It's weird how they've kind of turned, I don't want to say they turned the Transformers universe on its head, but it's definitely something different. Alright, we're almost to the end. So again, could have been any world, but you're here with me. Appreciate that. Quote Jay-Z right there. Alright, looks like we're in the Z's. So here, if you're a Zorro fan, here's a Zorro number 1. Alright. Books like that don't tend to pop for spec purposes, but they could be good stories. And if you're a Zorro fan, no better place to start than with a number 1. So alright, comic fans, thank you for joining me on the previews of the comics coming out this week. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for this week's books. If you like the content, don't forget to throw a thumbs up, comment down below, hit that notification bell if you want some more videos like this. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you later. Deuces. Today is December 12th when I'm recording this, so some shops will have dropped DC books. What's up, comic fans? It's time for the previews of the comic. Alright, what's up, comic fans, and welcome to the preview show.